and the police on some really radioactive issues, man, that affect all of us. And I started going before city councils. We're going to do 40 cities. I did Walnut Creek. It was like chucking a raccoon in a hen house. The mayor was just like, there was nothing they could do for 3 minutes. I was sitting up there just, it was like boom, boom, Mancini, man. I had 3 minutes to knock the guy out, and I did. The police were like, we got a code of blue silence around here. You can't be ratting us out. It's like, I am. Yeah, so it was really heavy. Some architects saw me on the internet in Chicago. And they said, can you come give the same speech to the Chicago City Council? And so we tried to arrange it. They don't allow citizens to come up there. I don't know how that affects the Brown Act, but this is the public meeting.
Wow.
So it's gotten that bad where, and if you say something they don't like, they just pull your mic. Well, maybe they can do that there, but they can't do it in these little cities and stuff. So, yeah, we got some power at the city council meetings. I'd love to work with you guys. These fires don't melt steel.
Yeah.
This is done by a high-tech cutting device called nanothermite. It's a soiled substance, so the placing of these so-called explosives would be just simple construction work. You'd be painting this stuff on. The workers wouldn't even know what they're doing. And it gets way worse than that. When you see who had access to the buildings, and you look at their background, they were disguised as art students. They all had military training from Israel. They put a book out, it's on the internet, it's called Gelatin, the bee thing. Well, first of all, gelatin is an explosive cutting compound. And the bee thing was a project. It was on the 91st floor to remove a window and put a balcony out there. Illegal as fuck. We're talking felonies, man. You don't get to do that shit. And that was to hide the fact that they had access to this building for 4 years. Well, none of them let their face be photographed. The DEA got wind of this. They did an investigation, found out all these guys had explosives training through Mossad. And then they put out a book, and it shows the balcony with people falling by. And then underneath the caption stated, 300 meters of pure pleasure. Whoa. Oh, there's so much more incriminating stuff in this book. It's $350 on Amazon, man. So, yeah, let me think about this, what I want to say right here. How does this relate to Vallejo? The wars were fraudulent, right? So we've invaded Iraq, Afghanistan, all these other nations, and now they tell us about a third country. And we're living in human poo and pee from our veterans that are on the streets. Well, we give Israel $11 million a day. That's $15,000 every man, woman, and child in Israel. This is not anti-Semitic, man. This is just simply luck. These guys are a warring tribe that have been using us. They did it. Their name is all over September 11th. Michael Chertoff, he was the district attorney for New Jersey that was responsible for the investigation. He had all the evidence destroyed. There was 5 Israelis that were celebrating the event. They had a van, dig this, with a mural of the World Trade Center with a plane crashing into it. They were arrested. They were held for 3 months, and Michael Chertoff had them deported to Israel. The very next day on a daytime TV show, it's on the internet, they had these 3 guys on a daytime TV show in Israel. They stated, those Americans just don't get it. We come from a land where terrorism is every day. We came to America to film the event. Whoa, you mean you had knowledge of this event and didn't tell us? Wow, yeah, it's heavy, man. It's really heavy. And that's why I want the TVs pulled out of our firehouses.
Harass homeless people when they actually don't do anything and blame everything on homeless people. Because I guarantee you, all those fires on Mare Island has nothing to do with homeless people. It has to do with the developers not wanting to pay enough money to take the asbestos off their buildings. Burn them down and watch it. They're going to start developing that island soon.
Get them elementary school buses back.
Write a book.
They don't have no elementary school buses. You've got to take the kids to school to pick them up. Try to build homeless shelter for the homeless people. You know?
A lot of people are on board with that.
Yeah.
Like, what would you like to see change in Vallejo?
Everything.
Everything.
He likes to be called President Osby Davis, and every time they have one of those, those council meetings, he gets paid $100, and everyone else, those council members, they get paid $100. Did you know that?
What?
I know a lot of shit. You know that Sire? You see how they're tearing the whole mountain apart and everything? Well, they pay Mayor Osby Davis. They pay like for the city. They pay like donate to the
Yeah.
They're making millions.